And still in Zamfara State, bandits have released one Mr. Muruf and his two children after payment of 7 million naira as ransom. The abductors also collected two brand new motorcycles to release the man and his children after 14 days in captivity. Mr. Muruf was abducted alongside his wife and their four children on Monday, 13th of March, in Saminaka community in Gusau, when suspected terrorists attacked their residence at about 2 a.m. After 20 minutes trek in the bush, the wife was released to take care of her 9-year-old son left behind, while two of the children were abandoned by the terrorists on sighting a team of security operatives on their trail. According to the family, the terrorists demanded 10 million naira ransom, but reduced it to 7 million after a series of negotiations. They have since been reunited with their families. 1 year after the Kaduna-Abuja-bound train was attacked by suspected terrorists, relatives of victims of the attack are calling for more security measures to protect lives and property in the country. We have more in this report.
On the 28th of March 2022, the Kaduna-Abuja train incident became the latest on the ever-growing list of attacks carried out by armed terrorists. The assailants derailed the train by setting up explosives to blow up a section of the track. They then opened fire on coaches and kidnapped about 63 passengers. Security operatives confirmed that 9 people died, while 28 others sustained severe injuries. Abdulmalik Atta's 85-year-old mother was among those who spent over 6 months in the forest. While the hostages languished in captivity, their loved ones held a series of protests demanding for their release. 1 year after, Mr. Abdulmalik recounts his mom's harrowing ordeal.
She came back from a medical trip when this incident happened about a year ago. I went to pick her things. A majority of what she had in her bag were the drugs, the prescription she had that should take her over a period of time. For her to now spend about 6 months without taking drugs, sun, rain, cold, everything was on them. But thank God they are all out today.
He was also a member of a 7-man committee, which was later set up by the Chief of Defense Staff, General Lucky Erabo. They were tasked to secure the release of the last batch of 23 hostages, which they successfully did. It was alleged that the terrorists were given millions of naira as ransom for the captives. As Nigeria gears up to move to a new democratic dispensation under new leaders, Abdulmalik is calling for improvements in the security of lives and properties.
You can't have a government within a government. That is one point that the committee, the CDS committee, has stressed. All we need to do is show commitment, and there should be synergy amongst the security operatives for us to have a common cause towards actualizing peace in Nigeria.
Damaged tracks have been repaired, and the NRC has since resumed train services. Passengers now have to present their national identification number before they are permitted to board. Stiffer security measures have also been put in place to protect the train and all those who board from attacks. Lupe Asong, TVC News, Kaduna.
As Nigerians continue to congratulate the president-elect, Bola Tinubu, on the occasion of his 71st birthday, the Kano State government, or governor rather, and some ministers are using the occasion to set agenda for his incoming administration. Ola Owakon captures their expectations in this report.
I've informed Mr. President of my ambition.
After this declaration to contest for the highest position in the country, little did Asiwaju Bola Tinubu know that his 71st birthday will be marked as president-elect of Nigeria.
I want to serve my country.
He went all out with his team as an aspirant at first to fight to fly the flag of the ruling All Progressives Congress. After several consultations, town hall meetings, and visits across the country and the international community, he was able to clinch the party's ticket as the presidential candidate of the APC. The campaign proper started, and it was not business as usual as Asiwaju Bola Tinubu redefined the structure of political campaigns with town hall meetings, strategic consultations with critical stakeholders, campaign rallies across the country, rural and urban. He made history as the first presidential candidate to visit some parts of the country, like Benin Gwari in Kaduna State and Baramatu Kingdom, the riverine area of the Niger Delta region of the South-South.
Our brothers here, we embrace them.
Asiwaju Bola Tinubu gave it all he had, day and night, to sell the renewed hope mantra to Nigerians, and his relentless effort yielded results.
Tinubu Bola Ahmed of the APC, having satisfied the requirements of the law, is hereby declared the winner and is returned elected.
Having received the certificate of return from INEC as President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he is now marking his 71st birthday with the new status. Kano State Governor and some ministers have described his relentless efforts to attain this height as a worthy one.
Asiwaju won the election before the election because public perception was that Asiwaju was matured for the job, and Asiwaju is matured for the job. And this is because of his antecedents.
He's a man that is passionate, committed, and sincerely believe in the project Nigeria and want to make his own impact.
He's a man who I see as a gift to Nigeria.
As Nigerians look forward to a country that works for all, Governor Ganduje and others used the occasion of President-elect's birthday to set agenda for him in the transport, health, security, infrastructure, economic and other sectors as he becomes the 16th president of Nigeria.
Australia has to continue such that the rail system can go around Nigeria. Nigerians, it's very simple for me. Nigerians will be able to transport themselves intercity and intracity easily.
The issue of security. But you cannot delve into the issue of security if you don't, try to assess the institutions that are responsible. And also the idea of central bank controlling all other banks. Of course, the operational aspect of central bank should be independent. But how can the central bank be independent of its own principle?
We believe that health deserves more, because when you talk about national security in terms of the physical security we desire from the military and the police, we can also talk about health security. The pandemic showed the whole world, and Nigeria in particular, what it takes to cripple the world and the nation. So if we don't prioritize our health security, and God forbid, the pandemic repeats itself in the world, that means that we'll be at the mercy of ourselves, not at the mercy of the international community to assist us.
Their wish for President-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu at his 71st birthday is long life to be able to fulfill his promise to Nigerians.
At 71, we wish him more and more and more years to come so that he offers his best to the people of Nigeria.
I wish that God will continue to spare his life so that he can continue to work hard for Nigeria and for Nigerians, and even beyond Nigeria.
Wishing God's continuous wisdom that under his leadership as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, we will see increase in all affairs of our national life.
As Nigerians wait patiently for the inauguration on May 29, President-elect Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on the occasion of his birthday, had called on Nigerians and religious leaders to offer thanksgiving to God and to pray for peace, unity, and progress of Nigeria. Ola Awakan, TVC News, Abuja.